Hi everybody, it's Kate. Today I'm talking about another movie. That movie is Cadet freaking Kelly. The movie is crazy. So it's pretty much just like military propaganda, but it's like make it like cool and cunty. Let's get straight into it. Our main character is Cadet freaking Kelly. Her name is just Kelly. She is a high schooler in New York City with her dad, and like her parents are divorced. She finds out that her mom and future stepdad are gonna get married, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's cool. And they're like, and we're moving, and she's like, moving? And mind you, the mom tells her this while they are in a store. And we're going upstate New York, and we're going to a military academy, and you're going to be enrolled in military school. She's like, we're a family, we have to go together. And it's like, bitch, you are just like forcing your daughter to move across the state to go to a military school in the middle of high school. And you're doing it just because you decided it. You did not have no input from Kelly in this. Also, I want to say that whenever they get to the military school, no one helps her. Like, the mom drops her off there. And, like, the mom lives in the commandant's house with her husband. Kelly has to live in the freaking dorms. What's it called? It's where they all sleep. Gosh, I forgot to mention. She's literally like, yeah, like, I'm gonna be, like, cooking more. I'm gonna be, like, a stay-at-home mom. And it's like, for who? Kelly's not even there. She's having a really hard time because she doesn't understand any of the uniform or anything because no one taught her. You know, no one freaking taught her this. It's one friend, Carla, and their like bunks are right next to each other. There's this really mean cadet captain named Jennifer. She's like really scary, and she's such a bitch. She comes in, she like gets mad, she's like, you're a maggot. You're gonna blah 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 blah. And it's like, she just got here. Her stepdad is the Commodore. I would be using that. I'd be like, you know who my dad is? Yeah, be nice to me. I don't know if he would do anything because he freaking sucks too. Like, he makes her like salute and shake his hand. And it's like, you forced me to move here. You're not gonna at least like act like a freaking dad. Anyway, she's having a really hard time. She meets this guy named Brad, who is the major or something. Jennifer has a really big crush on him. And Kelly's like, okay, so she goes up to him and is like, hi. And then, yeah, so it's like the rivalry between Jennifer and Kelly is starting. And I don't know why, because I think Kelly's supposed to be like younger than everyone else. So it's like, why would you just be so mean to this girl who just got here? She has to do this like obstacle course that everyone has to do. One, no one tells her what to do. She doesn't know how to army crawl under like the barbed wire with the mud. And so no one tells her what to do, which is crazy because it's like, if this is your first literal, like your like all this happens in the first week. If this is your first week at military school, and it's not even like military school, it's like at a base that she's going to school, so it's not like she's like in boot camp, you know? She has a really hard time with like the boot camp, not the boot camp, like the training thing, and then she has to scale down this wall, which she's terrified of heights, so the freaking evil bitch Jennifer leaves her up there. Finally gets down. Jennifer's like, you're gonna have to do it again. And it's the night of like the welcome back ball, and she was like gonna have so much fun and dress up, and she can't go because she has to do the course until she gets it right, which like, what does it even mean get it right? She completed it. Sure, it took her like way longer than everyone else, and sure, she had a hard time doing it, but she still did it. She does eventually get it done, and like the assistant to her helps her out, and like they kind of become like semi-friends. So then she like starts like walking to where the ball is, and then she trips down like a wet slope and rolls into the building, which, okay girl, crazy. And then keeps running and then falls onto Jennifer, who's in this like gorgeous white dress, messes her dress up as now she's covered in mud, which I would feel bad, but Jennifer deserves it because she's a horrible, mean, evil, power-hungry 16-year-old. Everyone laughs. Brad, who was dancing with Jennifer, laughed so hard on that. That really hurt. That's so mean. Like, even if she's a horrible person, I still would be like I would cover my mouth. Like, I would not be laughing. I would be laughing in front of her face. Because Kelly just does not let go. She's like, help me. And she's like holding on to her. And it's like, bitch, let go. You're on your feet. In trouble. And she goes to her parents' house. And she's like super upset. And she's going to tell her mom that she wants to go home. But then her mom is like, oh, I have actually really good news. I'm going to tell you. I'm pregnant and we're having a sibling. So then Kelly, being the sweetheart that she is like, okay, I can't tell my mom that about because I don't want her to have any more stress.
We're going to have a baby.
A baby?
Yeah.
A baby.
What were you going to tell me?
I was going to tell you that, Carlos turned out to be a very good friend.
I couldn't tell her I wanted to quit school. We couldn't bring a baby into this world among even 1 ounce of chaos.
And then Commandant comes home and like is like, hey, you heard the news? And she's like, yeah. Shakes her hand. It's like, okay, cool. And she's like, so in her mind, she's like, I have to get him ready for fatherhood. Whenever there's like roll call, Jennifer sees that Kelly has a little blanket that you're not supposed to have in the bunks. Jennifer rips it up. It's like one of those things where it's like there's just like no redeeming qualities about this character. Even when she like decides not to be like super mean to Kelly, it's like you're still a horrible person. You still did this because like you enjoy having the power over people who can't say no to you. I hate her so much. Anyways, Kelly gets back at her, which eats so hard. Paints her hair with like this like really not like industrial grade paint, but like enough where it's like hard to wash out. Paints a rainbow in the back of her hair, and then she gets court-martialed. She goes home and she's upset, and like the dad is upset, or like, the stepdad is upset because he's like, she did all this stuff, like I can't blah blah blah. And the mom's like, don't go too easy on her, but like don't be too hard on her, whatever. And then she realizes that Kelly could hear them, so she's like, honey, and she's like, I didn't even want to come here, Mom. This is like your fault.
Maybe we shouldn't have come here.
Mom, you never asked me if I wanted to come here.
She gets court-martialed and she's found guilty in trial, and like it's like, oh, you have to go to the commandant for sentencing. So she goes to the commandant and is like, listen, like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, I want you to shine the shoes and clean all the gear of the drill team. So if this was me, I would just be like, no. You and my mom forced me to come here. I am not gonna do this. If you want, you can punish me more, but I'm not gonna do it. I hate you guys. Does it. She starts like cleaning stuff. She like cleans it. She like helps them out. She tries out for the team and she freaking makes it because she's been practicing a ton. Go to the commandant again and he's like, I heard that you tried out for the drill team and blah 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 blah. And she's like, I'm sorry. And he's like, and you made it. Good job. And it's like, don't scare her like this. You scare people. Don't do that. Don't trick her into thinking you're mad at her. That's too far. For you, Mr. Commandant, sir.
You've tried out for the drill team.
Sir, yes, sir.
On the recommendation of Cadet Captain Rigby, you've made it. Congratulations. I want you to know how proud I am.
Skip a little bit, but like they practice for the thing, and there's like two parts of the drill team like dance. It's like the thing with the rifles, and then it's like a dance routine sort of, but it's like not like dance. They just kind of shuffle around. Jennifer and Kelly kind of have like a little dance off randomly, and then Brad sees it and is like, you guys should do this for the routine. So then they're like, okay. So they like start practicing. Regionals happens, they make it, and it's like the three best teams are gonna play or perform. Her dad, her real dad, comes and surprises her and is like, hey, I can come to your freaking performance. And she's like, oh my gosh. And like while they're doing the first part of it, like they do really good, they pass, whatever, her dad isn't there. So she is worried because her dad promised that he was going to be there. He was taking some risky photos like off of a cliff in the morning, and he was like, I'll be there at the time. So she's like, he's not there. And her dad had called her and then hung up. So she's like, something's wrong with my dad. So the commandant is like, okay, let's go see where he is in case he's in trouble. So I was like, okay, good for you. And then they go off to the cliff. They see her dad passed out at the bottom of a cliff. I'm not meaning to laugh. It's just a crazy jump. It's just a really crazy jump to be like, oh yeah, I wonder where my dad is. He might be dead at the bottom of a cliff. So she scales the cliffside because she was been practicing at the little horse. Commandant should have just been like, you're not doing this, because that's so dangerous. It's like, you don't know the stability of the rocks. You don't know, like, first of all, this is a 14-year-old girl. You don't know, like, she could just fall. But she does it. She gets down. She's like, hey, Dad, you okay? I don't know why she went down there, because he calls for a rescue team. Like, they get both of them up. So it's like, girl, you could have just stayed at the top. But anyways, they're okay. Commandant hugs Kelly when he comes back up and was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're fine. And she was like, oh, he's ready to be a dad now, because he used to just shake her hand or salute. And it's like, girl, you almost died. Of course he would hug you. This does not make him more fatherly. This just makes him like human. But anyways, they go back to the competition, and she's there for the final like dance that her and Jennifer do, and Jennifer's really pissed, and she's like, I knew you weren't gonna come, blah blah blah. And then the commandant's like, excuse for me, so blah 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 blah.
I knew that she was just a little
Maggot? Is that what you were going to say, ma'am?
On my order, Kelly has been officially excused from the regulation phase.
So they do the little dancing thing.
Some people see the revolution, and I'll be everything.
And then they get second place in total. Like, they were like 1 point away from getting second place, which is the best they've ever done. They've never gotten anything higher than third place ever. And I was like really proud of them. He got third place whenever he was there, so he's like, y'all beat me, you guys got second, blah 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 blah. Jennifer's like, if it weren't for you, we would have never gotten here in the first place. And it's like, you're such, I hate you. Like, she's like trying to be nice, but it just comes off as her being annoyed. And then Kelly's like, yeah, but we can first next year, like we can keep practicing. And then Jennifer's like, oh, I'm moving. Like, my dad got stationed somewhere else. We're moving. It's like, I want you to become a captain and deal with all the little maggots. And it's like, you're just a bad person. Not everyone wants that. You're just an evil, evil woman. Not everyone wants to, like, bully young kids. Most people don't.
That you become a platoon leader and have to deal with a little maggot. Just like you.
The end of the movie is like, it's like, oh, everything worked out and we got second place and blah, 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 blah. This movie, I'll be honest, I don't like it. I think it's just because I don't like when there's like a super mean character that's mean for like no reason other than just being mean. I love Hilary Duff, so it ate for that reason solely. Like, comment, and subscribe, because if you don't, you're gonna be sent to military school and it's gonna be horrible. Bye!